Hey fam, what's up? RFK Jr. dropped out and endorsed Donald Trump. What does that mean for Kamala Harris? Today we're talking about a shakeup in the political landscape. RFK Jr. has reportedly dropped out of his previous plans and is now endorsing Trump. This move has some serious implications, not just for Trump, but for Kamala Harris as well. All right, let's break this down. RFK Jr., or Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has always been known for pushing some pretty extreme views, especially when it comes to vaccines, the environment, and how much he trusts the government. Now, if we're going to talk about him dropping out of the race and endorsing Donald Trump, we need to understand what that really means for Kamala Harris in 2024. First off, RFK Jr. has been at the center of the anti-vaccine movement for years. He's been out here telling folks that vaccines are dangerous, that they cause more harm than good. Even when the majority of the medical community, from the CDC to top scientists, are saying vaccines are safe and effective, RFK Jr. has stuck to his guns. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he was one of the loudest voices against the vaccine, which only fueled more mistrust, especially in communities that are already skeptical of the healthcare system. But that's not all. RFK Jr. is also a hardcore environmentalist, which on the surface sounds good, right? But he's taken it to a level where some of his ideas seem almost impossible to achieve without hurting the economy, especially in ways that could hit black communities hard. He's talked about radical changes that could cost jobs, drive up prices, and make it harder for folks to make ends meet. And while he's been fighting for clean water and air, he's also been accused of being out of touch with the everyday struggles people face. Then there's his stance on government. RFK Jr. doesn't just mistrust the government. He believes in some deep conspiracy theories. He's questioned the official accounts of his uncle JFK's assassination and his father RFK's death, claiming there's a massive cover-up. These views resonate with a certain segment of voters, those who already don't trust the government, but they also push him further to the fringes. So when RFK Jr. decided to drop out of the 2024 race and endorse Trump, that sent shockwaves through the political world. This wasn't just some random politician stepping aside. This was a man with a solid base of supporters, many of whom are anti-establishment, anti-government, and deeply skeptical of the mainstream. The impact of RFK Jr.'s endorsement on Kamala Harris could be huge. Let's talk facts. Trump already has a stronghold on a significant portion of the electorate, particularly those who feel left out by the political system. RFK Jr.'s endorsement could bring a whole new group of voters into Trump's camp. People who might have been on the fence or were planning to vote third party. According to the latest polls, Trump and Harris are neck and neck in key swing states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. If RFK Jr.'s supporters jump to Trump, that could tip the scales in Trump's favor. But it's not just about the numbers. The media narrative is going to be wild. Imagine the headlines. RFK Jr. backs Trump. Anti-establishment alliance forms. This could shift the perception of Trump from being just another Republican candidate to being the figure who's uniting all these anti-establishment forces. That's going to make it even harder for Kamala Harris to position herself as the unifier, the one who can bring together a divided nation. And let's not forget voter turnout. RFK Jr.'s followers are passionate. They're not your average voters. If they feel like Trump is now their guy, they're going to show up at the polls in droves. Meanwhile, Harris might struggle to keep the energy up in her base, especially among younger voters and those who are more progressive. We could see a scenario where Trump's base is fired up and ready to go, while Kamala's base might be a little more subdued. RFK Jr. said something once that really sticks with me. The only way to win is to build a movement that is stronger than the money that controls both political parties. If he really believes that, his endorsement of Trump, who's all about big money in politics, seems like a contradiction. But it's also a reminder of how unpredictable this election has become. In the end, Kamala Harris is facing an uphill battle. RFK Jr.'s decision to back Trump is a game changer. It's going to take everything she's got to counteract the momentum that Trump might gain from this. The polls are tight, the stakes are high, And this endorsement could be the twist that changes the course of the 2024 election. What do you think about RFK Jr. endorsing Trump? Is this a game changer for Kamala Harris? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more political analysis and updates, don't forget to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.
Support the channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share.